Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Hello.
Well, let's get back into the action. This defense up against a 1st and 10. The ball down at the 12-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
If they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end. Touchdown. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going. And now it's 1st and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. Cleveland. Marvin. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play here in the... Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. 2nd quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that one results in 35 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. On third down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler stop. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal line?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points up.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with touchdown. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Jones. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. The offense is in the red zone. It's a 1st and 10 situation at the 15-yard line. A first down throw for Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mayfield down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just... A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guy...
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
What was I doing the first season? 2nd season? Because I had 4 games.
Our scoreless game, it may not stay that way much longer as this defense is out there needing a stop on 1st and goal. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation? From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another. This offense has been sustaining a nice, long, successful drive here. Now they're looking to finish it off. 1st and goal in the red zone. To throw, Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Ow.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David. This offense trying to get it in the end zone from the red zone, but right now their focus a 3rd down situation with 1 yard to go to get the first. Throwing, Mayfield, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry hitting double. Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. 2nd quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. First down, Mayfield. Incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mayfield to throw it to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Time to jump back in. Opening drive, 3rd quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
2nd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. 50 catches. First down. Now Mayfield. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Oops. I'm a big mistake.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Margus Hunt coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So the picture becoming pretty clear here. The defense just looking for a stop because a touchdown, and they would trail on the scoreboard. They're hoping to preserve this slim one-score lead. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And running with power here. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. A big drive now for this offense. They'll have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up.
They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Going back to Lander. This time he's got it. Complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 3rd. So the picture becoming pretty clear here. The defense just looking for a stop because a touchdown, and they would trail on the scoreboard. They're hoping to preserve this slim one-score lead. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. To throw is Garoppolo. And incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Garoppolo to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Cleveland, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, this season
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Patriots, favorite team.
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming.
By 20! By 20!
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the first as they'll... Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up.
By 20! By 20!
Brady to throw on second down. This is White on the screen. Oh, twisting away. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what he's get into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with touchdown. Pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And, oh, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Mayfield to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Mayfield on third and goal. Hard throw, incomplete. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down. second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. To throw on third down, Brady. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 10-yard.
No, 66. Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff, take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown. Well, this offense has struggled. They have not scored yet. They trail, but a chance here late in the second quarter to try to get some points on the board. Here's Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
23 yards on the play.
No, check. Patriot.
They go play action here on first down. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49. Time to jump back in. Opening drive, third quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry with a lucky number. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his tight end, Njoku. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's... From the red zone now, Mayfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Things are not looking good for this offense. 3-score game in the 4th. They need points quickly. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Mayfield on first down.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 4th down, Mayfield. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he...
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Screen play, Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Second drive of the game first for this offense, and they have it in a tough spot, backed up toward their own goal line. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. William Hayes. He's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key third down.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter.
Detroit!
To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. 3rd and long here for Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot.
Let's get back to the action. This defense will need to string together a few stops here as they defend a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, this offense has struggled. They have not scored yet. They trail, but a chance here late in the second quarter to try to get some points on the board. First down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working inside.
Now he'll be hit from behind, and he has landed on hard. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. from the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. Third and long for Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. Mayfield on play action. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he coughed it up. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Not quite a first and goal, but still a red zone alert nonetheless as we jump back into the action. 1st and 10 just outside of the 10-yard line. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7. Well, this defense already down on the scoreboard here in a 1-score game. They need a stop. They need a quick stop.
Patriot! Patriot! Now let's go!
The first down carry here for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On On second down, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. Now Landry. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Does he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. This defense just one timeout left. This one all but over as we take you down for the final moments. They'll look to throw. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start. Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. James has got it, complete. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here. First drive of overtime coming up. So this offense, they could end it if they can punch it into the end zone. A field goal, and the game will continue. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Mayfield now. Their defense did its job. Got to stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part one is done, now part two. On second down, Mayfield again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mayfield looks to throw, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive turn momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield on first down. Incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play fake. Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And that's incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have
last one.
Matching. It's the Cleveland Browns who have the football first on offense as we are ready to get this one started. Opening drive of the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mayfield, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So in the early going, this will be the first drive of the game for this offense. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing. Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Still 0-0 here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they're going to be set. 15-yard line.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, Keenum. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 125 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They'll look to run with Freeman. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football, because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They are, however, facing a 4th down, and the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Throwing on third down, Keenum. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. So here we go, back to the action. Football in the red zone. And a big third down play coming up for this defense. On third down, it's Lindsey. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives them the first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there.
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Keenum now on second down. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I's, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, oh, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Just inside of a minute here remaining in the first half, so the clock is becoming a factor. The offense has the football on their own side of the field. First down, Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That goes for a gain of 31. First down now, but that clock rolling. A first down throw for Mayfield. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Keenum on third down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth.
Hurry up, here we go.
Mayfield on play action. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Why is it?
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. From the gun on third down, Keenum. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All right, time to jump back in. This defense already 2 scores down. Points here would certainly make their road back a tough one. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So this offense has the football inside the red zone. And coming up, 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains off. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns. Things are not looking good for this offense. 3-score game in the 4th. They need points quickly. And the Browns getting set to go. Mayfield now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down. Turned it over. Gave him great field position. Turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Things not looking overly positive at this point as this offense will look to finish strong here in the final minute of play. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 2 now, second and goal. One last shot from Mayfield here. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play.
Damn. That was a composer, not me. What are you talking about? I put nothing. The team didn't make the playoffs.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the divisional round playoffs.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading the charge is the UCF product who hails from right there in the Orlando area in Altamont Springs, Blake Bortles.
And you can see why he was the number 3 pick when he came out in the NFL draft. 6'5", sturdy guy, strong arm, led his UCF team to a big bowl victory over Baylor, and runs the ball way better than he's ever given credit for.
It's coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
380.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise,
and the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there, 75 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. A spin. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On second down, Mayfield again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there, taking it in. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Spinning away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than... And nothing but daylight ahead. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Randall Cobb from 8 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Green 80.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. C.J. Mosley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Mayfield with it once more. Completes it to Lee. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And that is incomplete here. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He's going to get it running right. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are back within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Green 80.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down, brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to battle the run.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. A first down throw from Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mayfield on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Bortles to throw on second down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw, Mayfield.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one. Rush comes and they block it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Twisting away. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Third and long for Mayfield. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. It gets it over the middle of Cobb. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. His throw incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off. Just
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.